Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Lost in Chaos Scar, Season 3, Episode 3, Chomper Talky. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system. Also, this is episode 201 of our Scar games, because it just happened that last night's 2-year anniversary of starting to work on Scar happened to coincide with being the 200th episode of Scar games. So that's cool.
Nice. We have obviously only changed very minimally since we began this. Almost no changes whatsoever.
But anyways, the system is in open playtest on our Discord. If you all would like to go check it out, I would love your feedback. But let's go ahead and get started with introductions, beginning with Enja.
Hello and good day. I am your storyteller for this evening, Enja Lumerias. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events that you will see unfolding before you today. But for now, I shall pass it over to Rex Strider.
Alright, Strider here. I'll be playing Chomper, play Crocodile hybrid, fire water type. Hello. I'm gonna pass it off to Raharu.
Hey. Hello everybody, I'm Raharu and I'll be playing Paz, the solo water type Sobo, and also Elvaroda, or Elva for short, the water ground type Quagsire. On to you, Gimund.
Hey, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing Pyroclast. Sometimes dark, sometimes ghost, fire Charmeleon. Currently, he is dark fire. On to the Scruff.
Hello, I am ArchineerRob. I shall be playing Scruff, the ground ice type Swinub. Currently bimbling a little less cheerfully than he was previously. On to Zim.
Hello everybody, I am Razim, and I am playing as Squirrel, the dragon fighting type Riolu, embodiment of ADHD, and he's going through a rough time. Go ahead, Vane.
Hello, I'm Talderis, and I'll be playing Vane, specifically an alternate timeline version of Vane, who is a dark flying type Murkrow, and is overall very exasperated with what's going on.
It's fine. But anyways, let's go and move over to the recap. Why don't we go ahead and have you do it, Vane?
Endowment.
Oh!
Gimund _ tipped $30. Traditional tradition of traditional traditionals.
Thank you so very much for that tip, Gimund. That is the first and second tier of the tip goal completed. Thank you so much.
Also, I can do it, but I'll be honest, I do not remember much about the squirrel scene with Wade. It might be best if Raharu does it because he was actually in both of the big scenes.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
I do not remember.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I can
Raharu.
do it. Yeah, I can do it. Okay, so last session kind of, I believe we kind of started with Squirrel just hammering away into the hammer at BNC's workshop, not necessarily making anything, just hammering out of frustration. And then Wade comes up to him and asks him, "Hey, are you a dragon type?" And then he
Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
And now we've got a raid.
The _Cougar raided my stream with
Raid has come full circle.
Hello there, Ruby. Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? Hope you had a great time over there. You guys have just come into the start of our Lost in Chaos Scar session for this evening. Yeah, we're gonna be chilling and enjoying a game here this evening. So settle on in and enjoy the show, everybody. And for those already here, go check out Ruby. Back to the recap.
I was just starting the recap, so let me just start over. The last session started with Squirrel hammering away at BS's hammering his workshop, not really making anything blacksmith related, just hammering away out of frustration, and then Wade approaches him and asking to spar with him. So Squirrel, it was at first kind of reluctant, but Wade convinces her to do so. And well, they end up sparring. Squirrel, unfortunately, doesn't. Squirrel was about to start the spar without his weapons attached with him. He was taking them off, but Wade convinced him to keep them, which Squirrel didn't seem to really like that. But then their spar began, and with some spar that took a bit, but it was mainly just Wade hitting Squirrel and then Squirrel hitting Wade back very much haphazardly. The Squirrel was just not in it, and it ended with Wade pretty much just knocking Squirrel to the ground by sweeping his feet. At some point during the spar, Chomper BM ended up escorting Chomper, who was also looking for Squirrel earlier, but Wade arrived there first, and he observed the spar, but he could pretty much tell that Squirrel was just not into it. After the spar was said and done, we had a bit of a talk that ended up segueing into Squirrel just. I don't remember exactly what led to it, but Squirrel ended up awakening another memory, and his boy parasite ended up becoming his chains, which Wade quickly dealt with his boy parasite by invoking his ice spear and attacking with it, because the boy parasites are especially weak to whatever the person that it's coming from is weak to. As his Squirrel is dragon type, it was weak to ice. After that, though, Squirrel just kind of stopped talking and he just kind of looked like he didn't even want to move. He was pretty much imprisoning his own mind. And Chomper, the always helpful friend that he is, and ended up attempting to do the little trick that unfortunately he was unsuccessful at doing before, that Nim used to enter Pass's mind before. And with a bit of Wade's help, Chomper was able to enter Squirrel's mind, which at the current landscape it was some sort of prison. And with a bit of a heartfelt talk, Chomper ended up convincing Squirrel and Chomper ended up giving Squirrel a stool on a stool for him to begin climbing the fence, so that he could come to the other side and be free inside of his mind. That didn't it ended up putting a Squirrel back in cognition in the real world, but he was still pretty much very depressed. So Chomper ended up staying with Squirrel, and Wade ended up leaving to whatever they did, which Squirrel pretty much just ended up going back to the workshop. But this time he was actually working on stuff instead of just hammering away at nothing. I believe he was working on artisan tools of some sort. And
That
back
is
to
correct.
back to the others. Wade ended up meeting up with the others, and ended up meeting with Kaza, and Kaza was going to visit the alternate vein because he was waiting for us at some point, and we had some conversations that ended up being quite alarming. We kind of figured out that Kaza has been putting a geas onto himself to make sure that he's not breaking down. He was basically painting a smile on his soul so that he was smiling while everything was while his nerves were killing him in reality. And thanks to Gimund, who with his soul sight was able to see what Kaza was doing to himself, we figured out that Kaza was basically just about to burst. So we told him to do it, to stop restraining himself because this was not healthy for him. And Kaza ended up breaking down in front of us. It was Wade, Pyroclast, and Alternate Bane, and Scruff. And with that, we ended up trying to console Kaza as best as we could. We also, unfortunately, didn't work. Well, it did work to some extent, but the one person that Kaza kind of leans on for support at the moment is not with us. That one being our actual Bane, because this Bane, the alternate Bane, never really connected with Kaza, and this Kaza hasn't connected with this Bane. So having a version of the person that is supposed to be the one you lean on, that you can't do that with anymore, has to be pretty awkward and kind of shattering for him. Wouldn't you agree?
It was fascinating how incorrect everything he said was.
Yeah, you see, the thing is that because in his world, his version of Kaza connected with other people, he was not he was not forced to actually learn how to interact with Kaza correctly, and so proceeded to effectively have to do it for the first time and fuck everything up.
You know,
Yeah.
like you do.
As one does. As one does.
Yeah.
As will do.
Yeah, the conversation was basically Bane being socially inept with Kaza's Scruff, actually going to Kaza and basically being a plushie to him while he was breaking down, and Wade kind of chastising him for what he was doing to himself, and after breaking down, just telling him that he just to just keep going, because after all that build up of him restraining,
It's a weird responsibility to be fine.
yeah. But after all of that build up of things not being fine, and him forcing himself to believe that they're fine, he needed to just cry away his feelings. I don't remember at what we left it on, but I do believe that we also made plans, because the main thing that Kaza is worried about is for our version of Vayne to come back, and for things to either be the same or worse while things are under his watch, while he's not there to help him out. And so we want to try and see if we can make things better before that happens. Things as a whole.
Kaza really does not want, well, many things. But he
All right.
sincerely and dearly hopes that by the time Vane comes back, things are better. Because if they are not, then he is a failure.
Oof.
Ouchie.
Ouchie, ouch.
All right. Well, looks like we are being joined by a Conrad this evening to do art here on stream. Though we do have one piece of fan art from Ido, though it was actually from last night's short shot. But it features Chomper, so I figured why not share it here.
Fair.
the nope.
I
In
need
context, there's a there's a blue dude named No. Raharu, thank you.
Raharu 95 tip $15. Squag.
Thank you so much for that tip, Raharu. Thank you for
You're
the
welcome.
support. To give some better context, Greaves employs a dungeon guide by the name of No, N-O-H. You are allowed to summon him a limited number of times, and he will answer whatever question you ask, within reason. And, well, to summon him, you just say his name. Chomper said his name so many times. And there were multiple times where he would start going, nope. No did not like that.
Really drag it out. And then debated it.
Yeah, he auto-corrected, basically. In his defense, he wasn't the only one that did it. It was a lot of situations that made us say that word.
Chomper did it more than the rest of the team combined.
Oh, that's not... Well...
That is exactly true.
If you count the out-of-character ones, yeah. Chomper and Rex
Dart?
said it more than everybody combined.
Yeah, Dart managed to not say it at all.
Art is good
Nice.
with rules.
Nice.
Did do some property damage, though, and had a lot of shoes thrown at him, but that's another thing altogether.
Mhm.
Oh,
Anyway, shall we get into this?
Yeah. Yeah, where shall we start? Go ahead, DG.
Alrighty then. To start, let's see. How is Chomper doing with Squirrel at that forge?
Chomper is currently sitting with Squirrel, just kind of trying to help them before. At the moment, though, they pretty much kind of start to stop and slow down, almost like fatigued a bit, as they're kind of getting a feeling, like really strong, like almost like heart pain in a way, that something's kind of off. Like right now, they're just trying to do their best to help Squirrel. They're looking at Squirrel, seeing what they're doing, anything they need, but at the moment, they're not really finding anything that's honestly that they can say right now. They don't even have the words to say. So after a while, Chomper actually gets up and stops working on stuff. Hey, Squirrel, do you think you'll be able to finish up what you're doing yourself?
Squirrel will just nod.
Chomper's honestly used to this reaction. It seems like Squirrel's been kind of really working on whatever they're working on this whole time and just focused on it.
Merle _ 2009 tipped $20.
Thank you, Merle.
Merle, thank you so very much for that tip. Thank you for supporting the channel. That is the 3rd tier of the tip goal completed. On to the last one.
Chomper kind of nods, like, and motions for a tree to come with. Like, hey, tree, we're gonna go ahead and go.
Okay, the staff is definitely not hovering ominously, but it is levitating in a way that is decidedly strangely neutral. Almost like she's practiced this a lot.
Yeah. And Chomper's like sounding way more like really confident when they're talking to Squirrel right now, going, "Hi, Squirrel. If you need anything, or again, you want to talk about any of that, I'm here, and here to help." And Chomper waits for a response.
Squirrel will nod slowly, but doesn't give much more of a response at this time.
Chomper opens their mouth like they want to say something, but then they close it. Okay. See you, Squirrel. I'm glad you're back. Okay. And then Chomper leaves without any or more saying. And as soon as they leave the room, longest sigh, watery eyes, as they just think of, wonder if they said anything wrong or could have did anything better or could have helped better, and they wish they had something to say that would have made Squirrel feel even better or better at all. But then they just kind of stand up forward more and slump back a little bit, and then reach their headphones and put it on and just pause for a solid minute as they listen to music, breathe, and then head out going towards back to the group.
Hey, Digi.
Yeah.
I sent you a DM.
All right, let's take a peek. All right, go ahead then.
They are specifically going in the direction where everybody was with Kaza currently.
Alrighty then.
So back to the
Now,
table.
Yes.
on your way there, unless you want to do it, Raharu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one moment.
Rex didn't notice the music change.
Well, I mean, people were talking. What am I going to do? But yes, I did hear the music.
Oh boy.
Trying to bring me back to Gerald's, huh?
I don't.
Haven't had a time to actually go to sleep yet, so I don't think that's actually happened yet.
No, I don't know whatever you could be implying.
Oh no, literally, Greaves will just pick you up wherever you are, whatever you're doing, put you into the little adventure, and then return you back before any time passes.
Oh, did not know that. Okay, well.
So literally,
Okay.
I mean, I'll leave it up to Enja on when you actually get the pot, but it could just pop up anytime.
Fair. Also, I got 7 for my roll.
Interesting. Chomper, roll me an awareness check.
Alrighty.
You mean perception?
No, I
Yes,
was thinking
sorry,
perception.
sorry.
Was I using my ears, eyes? Was it not
Eyes,
soul?
huh?
I'm guessing. Okay,
Well-
eyes. So I guess body, huh?
Yeah.
Should go. Oh. Give me a sec. I thought I was in Fantasy Grounds, but I just like booted it up apparently. Feel free to throw me 8 dice.
Alrighty then.
Roll 10, I got. Yeah, let's do 8. I'm not sure if I have an expertise for that right now.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and throw it for me. I'm still loading up fantasy accounts.
Okay, so something's wrong. You feel a little lighter than you should. Hey, wait a minute, where's your music?
Chomper's checking for their headphones.
For some reason, they are not atop your head. They do not decorate your dome.
Chomper is escalating their breathing. What was actually breathing exercising is turning into slight hyperventilation, and then they're just literally looking around, like almost on any surface on the ground, left, right. Hey, Tree, did you see my headphones anywhere? Have you seen them? Like, were they back in there?
I did see them. They went that way.
What? Chomper looks the direction.
They were so
immediately
fast.
Chomper's moving as they go to the direction without even thinking their feet are moving. They're kind of in a bit of a panic state now. Okay, all right. Why? What? Oh, okay.
Please
Maybe I put him down.
I plot to overthrow you.
Chomper's moving that direction.
He's schmoove.
Moving over there.
A miss. Not enough ale.
And if I need to roll like a perception or movement, I'll roll it. And I'm moving the direction that Tree has pointed me to, till I hit a wall or
with one less difficulty because Tree is indeed doing the help.
Okay. Another perception. Got it. I'm actually in here now, so I can do it. Yay, one less difficulty, but also 2 botches. Jeez. I may actually do I may do a soul save possibly. Yeah, definitely use a soul save. Okay, cool.
Soul dice moment, let's go.
Oh, for the love.
Oh, that was willpower, not soul.
That was willpower, not soul.
Oh, yeah, true.
That was willpower, not soul.
I think that was willpower and not quite my soul. Also, that's it, so fine. Ah, dang it!
Let's go gambling!
I think fate does not want me to find this. Okay.
All you gotta
How's it
do is
work?
gamble. Just keep gambling.
How's it work with 2?
You cannot use
Gamers are
another
getting
soul
excited.
or willpower, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not going. Alright, well. There
I do
goes.
have a reroll card, but
It's okay. It's just, Chomper having a panic attack at the very beginning of the episode. I'm sure nothing bad will happen of this.
Meanwhile,
sure
through,
it'll be
through the
fine.
headphones ethereally right now, how could this happen to me?
Da, 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 da.
Chomper, yeah, I'm gonna see what Enja says about this. This is actually what Chomper's listening to as they go slowly losing all composure. Just this silence. Their thoughts. All they got is their thoughts. Enja, are you there? We can't hear you. Or am I blacked out? One sec.
No, we're gonna hear.
Nee.
Did you? Is he mute? He is not mute. He might be hallway, so I'm gonna quickly move him in and out of the chat real quick.
Okay.
I do not know if that helps his hallway thing or not.
Did you there?
I think that if he's not answering, then I may that the neighbors probably got him. Although he usually mutes himself when that happens.
Yep.
I could keep talking about what's going in Chomper's head, but I'll just wait. I was giving Digi a chance to go ahead.
Your friend was so good.
Oh my gosh, this dream is very much still in my head because I can't play my headphones. If only I could have my headphones, I wouldn't be thinking about that silly dream. Okay. That was a really cool dream, though. Man. Okay. Well, it's fine. Look, I can just think about all the, how much I'll have fun with Squirrel when I figure out how to say I'm sorry, right, and tell him what's going on and explain what happened. And I don't know what to say. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to all of us? No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I need my headphones. It's gotta keep positive. Headphones. Some music would really help right now. Okay. Just focus, Chomper. Focus, Chomper. It's all good. Chomper's chewing on the first thing they see. Oh, is that a table? Cool. Chomper's chewing on a table for a second.
Generous bestowal.
Oh, is that $10? Chomper's chewing on $10. Thank you, Gimund.
Gimund underscore tip $10. Important tradition detected.
Gimund, thank you so much for that tip. That is the tip goal fully completed. Thank you, everyone.
Can I retcon myself and say whenever I lost my headphones, Chomper's like, oh no, nope, oh nope, my headphones.
Technically, until the stuff is delivered, it has not actually happened just yet.
These headphones will be priced
Oh, until it's
nicely.
delivered, it hasn't happened? Okay, cool. So, all these are just in jokes. Got you. Well, I mean, if there's any, I guess, interactions that doesn't involve, yeah.
We had to lose Digi before the scene actually started. That sucks.
Yeah. We could have You could have been going a bit, but we need to get it started. So, about this title. Hey, hi, I'm Chomper. I'm looking at the audience. This happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Do bear with us. Did you know that you can make some really good meatballs in a slow cooker with some
Okay,
some
pardon
sauce?
me.
Oh, here we go.
There you are.
Yes, my mother pulled me into a conversation because she's going on a vacation and wants to make sure that I'm totally, completely ready. Because now I'll have to deal with the neighbors by myself for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
The horror.
oh no.
Suppose that
Nice.
warrants that. I suppose. That is not completely incorrect. That is...
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing we were doing is that you made
Yeah.
Chomper do a perception roll, and he ended up with a 1.
Okay. It takes you longer than you would care for, but you are at least managing to follow a distinct giggling. as if someone is doing a very well. Whoever this is must think this is quite hilarious, actually.
Chomper's
For them to be
following.
yucking it up like this.
Chomper's heading towards the direction of the giggling. They are, as they go, begin like to scratch at their arm a bit as the anxiety's starting to get bigger and bigger. The thoughts are going, it's like jumping from multiple things to what could they have said to Squirrel better? I hope Squirrel doesn't leave again. What if they leave like so and so? I don't know if I'm ever going to be strong enough, leveling up, or what is on stuff about evolving now is going through their head. And they take the breath again. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I just gotta keep being positive and focus. Where are those headphones? Where are those headphones? Where are those headphones?
Enja, a squirrel is leaving the forge. He's heading to the mining town.
Oh my goodness.
Where are those headphones?
By
Where are those
himself.
headphones?
Do you have a map?
That was just a joke. For
You're
now.
a goober.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying no.
Can't do that
but-
while I'm going in the Chomper spiral. What the heck? All right. Well, yeah, Chomper's currently having anxiety, but they're going towards the laughter right now.
Nothing seems to be around. But it's so close. What is this?
Does Chomper need another perception check?
You could
To
have
find the
tree.
laughter. Oh man, these rolls have been all right. Time to go gambling.
Rex.
Can I use?
Enja said you could ask Tree.
Oh, X tree. All right. Chomper is going in very much a shaky tone. Hey, Tree. Could you? I'm having a hard time. Doing heart
I'm
sensor.
on it.
What did you say, Enja?
I am on it.
I still
didn't
don't
understand.
understand.
I am's on it.
Oh, okay. I'm on it. Got it.
Oh.
Well, Chomper's gonna do that exact same thing. Just have it. Like, what did you say? What you on it? On it? Are you on? You're doing it? You're gonna? Okay. Got it. Okay, good.
There it
Okay,
is.
good.
Look up.
What? Look up. Look. Chomper just looks straight up.
On a particularly tall shelf, peeking over the edge with his ill-gotten goods, is Lap.
Hey, that's mine. Hey, hello. Chomper's going to move towards Lap.
Hey Sim. I wanted to control lab for this particular scene. Do you
Go
mind
ahead
if I
and
put
use
this
the
up?
icon.
Yeah. One moment. What the heck? It's why is it like that?
Like what?
On the stream, there's like the absent version of the past talky above it, up
Well,
below it.
Yes, that's part of why I don't generally want you guys using other icons, is because behind your icons there is an absent thing. I don't have a way of just automatically replacing if you're not here, but I don't want there to be just this random empty spot.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's also why
Yeah.
Mirai is the only one that does the Talky icons for our tabletop games normally. Because they're the only one that has been able to get it just right so the apps and icons hidden behind.
That's fair. Okay, fair enough. So let's just bear with it for now then. Yeah, and Lap is just speaking from a very top bookshelf and just he hides his head once he notices that you're there and saw him.
Chomper's like after seeing the headphones is slowly starting to calm down. Like, hey, it's okay. I'm glad I didn't lose them. Hey, those are mine. Did you pick those up? I might have left them somewhere. It's okay. Come out. Chomper's going to try to climb the dang bookshelf at the same time.
Chomper will get his due.
Yeah, go ahead and climb it.
Still a challenge. How high is the bookshelf?
Stands about a good 12 to 14 feet.
Chomper probably stops after like 3 or 4 feet. So Lap is currently hiding away up there, like can't be seen.
Correct.
Well, he can apparently be seen like a little bit, but probably like
Yeah.
peek back over when he was detected.
Yes.
Chomper is like kind of pacing around the book, the shelves of books, kind of seeing if he could see a different way of seeing them from another side. Like, hey, I know you know I'm down here. Hey, I'm going to come up there. I don't think I should, but I can't eat those headphones back. Okay, I'm going up there. Chomper's going up there. What I got to roll?
An athletics check.
Athletics check. Here we go. All right, that one's gonna be a 9. I want those headphones back.
You do.
3.
Chomper will not be robbed. Not this easily.
Also 3.
Clash.
That
I
is.
mean, Chomper is the one actually doing things actively right now, so he's
Yeah.
initiated this.
But what you may call it. This is a bit. This is what I'm actually doing. Actually, I'm gonna send you something, DG.
Oh.
Chomper is currently not thinking before they're doing. The only thing that stopped him was a bit of like fear for a moment. Now everything's just like, I need to get those headphones back. The headphones are over there, and I'm gonna go get them, and I'm just gonna go for it. They're not using any strategy. They're just going until they
Alright.
reach the headphones and get them back, and then they'll think of what's happening from there and talk from there.
Mm-hmm.
Chomper, give me a check based on hearing.
Okay. Oh right. Is it perception again? I am really out of it without these headphones, just so you know.
You know, I have a free willpower. Do that again. The dice are mean.
Indeed.
I'm telling you, you're throwing off Chomper off his game when you take his headphones.
Indeed.
My God.
You have messed up Chomper. He needs those headphones. This ain't season 5. What are you doing?
Interesting.
Chomper is trying to grab at the books instead of the actual shelf and like just grabbing books off by accident and almost falling every time he's climbing.
You know, this is interesting, though.
Yeah.
Sending you some things.
What is that roll?
It is bad.
Awareness.
It's a botch, I believe.
Oh, you mean perception?
Oh, yes.
Are we about to recreate the intro to The Mummy? Y'all have ever seen that movie?
Yes.
The remake, by the way.
The bookshelf
Why the
dominance.
remake?
Oh boy.
Remake sucks.
You're gonna make Riv cry, ethereally.
I don't know. I'm a fan of that one remake. Not the remake. Sorry, the good remake. The first one's a remake too. There's the OG, the 1999 edition. There.
Oh, okay. Now my
There you
opinion
go.
of you has soared once again.
Brendan Fraser. High five.
Okay, 3 for perception.
But by the way, that is a remake as well.
God, I watched The Mummy so many times.
Me too. I've had
Such
the
a good
DVD.
film.
Let's watch it again. Well, for October. It's a horror movie.
It is a horror movie.
It is. I'd count it.
The first one is
Actual horror.
definitely. I'm sorry. The first one is definitely a horror movie with the
The beetle
the
part.
fatalities in that one.
Anyway, let's focus.
Benny, no.
And I got a 3 DG.
Right. So, yes, the bookshelf is starting to tip.
Oh boy.
However, it is falling towards Lap, who has skillfully climbed down without Chomper's notice.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I am. What would be a roll for trying to stabilize the bookshelf?
Well, that's just the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Chomper's hasty climbing, halfway up at this point, is what is giving it the kinetic force it requires. Being at the bottom of the bookshelf, there's practically no way. It's like trying to stop a door from opening at the while you are standing at the hinges.
Ah, okay. So, Lap seeing that and seeing that is Chomper up there that is cussing what is about to happen, he's just going to yell. Oi! Hey! Total dude! Stop it! Jump down!
Huh? What? Why?
You're going to squish us both!
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Chomper instantly listens and jumps down.
And what would be a roll for me to try and catch him?
I could see initiative if you're trying to get under him, athletics if you're trying to catch him and while bracing for impact.
And going to go with being beneath him because that's a better roll.
All right.
Initiative. So
Rolls lead to different outcomes.
Mm-hmm. Five initiative.
You are under Chomper. However, there is something that Laugh has failed to take into account. He had just made an action. It's time for Druid. It's time for Druid.
Ow.
So you are under Chomper, raising your arms before you engage rug mode.
Yeah.
Chomper crashes down upon Lap. Chomper is fine.
Thank you for. Oh, I am. Are you okay? Those are mine. Chomper kind of delicately plucks them off, but then goes right to checking on you to make sure you're okay. Are you?
At the moment, Lab is just a rogue, and he doesn't seem like he's hurt, but he is at the moment he's like looking just very suddenly lazy.
Oh no, I killed him. I shouldn't. Why am I going so fast? I was supposed to slow down. Supposed to breathe.
I am not dead, silly.
Oh, good. Chomper picks you up and hugs you. Instant fire hug for healing. Are you hurt?
Well, maybe a little bit from cushioning your fall, but not that much. I've dealt with worse. I had to cushion Elba a few times.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Elba seems pretty big. And Chomper takes a moment to breathe again, calming down Nensei. They got their headphones back, and also realizing they've been going. Okay. Why did you take my headphones?
Yeah, you caught me. I was hoping I could keep that up for a little bit longer. Honestly, I actually wanted to listen to them.
You wanted to listen to my headphones?
Yeah, I had a contraction like that some time ago. At least until Bex lost them.
Oh.
Just when I saw that on your head, I wanted to take the opportunity to listen to some music. It's been a while.
Oh, okay. I don't mind sharing them with my friends, and I love making new friends, but I kind of need these headphones. They help me, slow down, kind of keep calm. It's been a really stressful. I don't know how many days. It feels like weeks, but it hasn't even been that long. But so you use headphones too, huh? And Chomper puts them on, is listening to them so they can start slowing down.
Lap nods and then rubs the back of his head. Oh, you need those to keep yourself from getting anxious. Is that it? Oh, I'm sorry then. Didn't meant to give you a panic.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Well, okay, yeah, I'm not fine. I just got done trying to help a friend, and I'm worried about a lot of things right now, and I was just about to use them. I think that's why I kind of went panic mode. I hope I've been getting better. These help a lot when you're trying to use them and practicing breathing more. At least that's what my friends have been telling me to do.
Honestly, yeah. I can definitely understand that. When you just listen to music and there's nothing else around you, you're just in the zone, man.
I like you. Where are you from?
I am from Team No Worry. is my leader.
Oh, Elva. He was the blue dude, big blue dude. He was with
Quagsire.
us.
Yes.
Yeah. Quagsire.
You can see me sleeping on top of him from time to time. Not sure if you've been paying attention to that. We just kind of drop from the sky onto you guys.
I have not. I'm kind of well, some people have called me airhead. I've been called something with an H before, and I've been called a lot of things. I'm just not. I'm fast, but I'm not fast. So sorry if I didn't say hi to you before.
Oh, I am very fast myself. Don't worry. And well, I was kind of in that whole illusion team with illusion world team with you guys. Things would have kind of been really stressful for you, haven't they?
Yeah. So much I can't even get into it. Well, now that I got these, I guess the biggest thing so far is that, I just got my friend back, and I really don't know how to help him feel better or really make him feel welcomed. It's been a lot to go on, more than I can say. I feel like there's another one of my friends that's hurting right now, and I was just about to go and try to help them, but I don't know. I can't even really help myself. I just got done rushing at you without even thinking about it, and I can't do that anymore. I've done that too much, and I really gotta calm down and think, and make everyone proud.
To be fair, I did took one of your very precious items, so I can understand what you panic. But yeah, you might need to learn how to chill a bit more.
Yeah. Well, the breathing and everything works. It's just everything keeps going so dang fast. I mean, I even see that we're gonna I don't know, evolve soon and everything and get stronger, and I don't know. It just I just don't. I don't know. It's a lot of that's giving me even more anxiety, and this seems like everything is giving me anxiety lately.
Do you have a problem with it? Do you have a problem with evolving?
Chomper pauses, doesn't say anything for a bit, which means you know something's wrong with him. So after like a good solid 5 seconds, Chomper opens back up. I don't know. I have. Well, you probably already know this, but I used to be human before.
Yeah, you're one of those human or chosen Pokemon people, just like Squirrel.
Chomper nods. Yeah, there's something with it that I can't really fully remember, and I'm honestly, it's scary to remember, because it seems like the more we remember stuff, the more we get attacked, and I just been kind of pushing without thinking about it too much, but I definitely don't feel comfortable changing how I am and how I look, and this is something with it. It's that, and I don't know. I definitely feel that I feel really pressured. I know well, my mom for one definitely pushed me a lot to do things and be a man, be this, be that, all this stuff, and I kind of saw a little bit of what I could look like, and I don't know. It's scary just thinking about changing what I look like already. I like how I am now. I'm finally kind of feeling more comfortable than I can think of ever feeling being this. I think more than when I was a human. That's at least the feeling I know for sure I'm feeling now. Just scary.
You too, huh?
Huh? Me too?
Yeah, I'm saying I can kind of understand what you mean when you say all that. I mean, I'm, at least at the very least, I'm familiar when it comes to overbearing family.
What would you want to tell me about it? I've never had anybody really talk to me this long about it. I mean, I have a friend who has some really bad family problems with training, but he doesn't really open up to me as much, and I think it might be my fault, actually, now that I think about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, Chomper just sits his butt down. Tell me if you want. I'm all ears. I would like to know. Maybe it might help you to talk about it.
Well, I don't really talk like talking about this too often. But did you know? Are you familiar with the Slack of Pokemon family? The Pokemon species, rather.
Chomper says no. I'm still pretty new. I haven't had much chance to just really learn about all the Pokemon here. What about them?
Well, we have the Slack of Pokemon family is a bit special, you could say. We have a bit of, you could say, is a curse of some sort. Do you remember? Do you remember how I just kind of looked deflated when you landed on top of me?
Yeah, I thought that was because I was heavy and I squashed you.
No, that's not exactly it. We are caused by something. We are cursed by something we call truancy. We are a very lazy species by nature, to the point that we can barely really move about.
Oh.
We can do quick actions and stuff, but we soon have to. Our bodies just have to take a break for a moment purposely. We can't really avoid it. All of them except my dad. He was a special. He was a very special Slacking, the final evolution of the Slacker family. He somehow found a way to break the chains of that curse that plagues our species. He isn't he doesn't have truancy anymore. He's not playback. He's not forced to just stop moving when after each action he takes. And that was something that he was very proud of. That he was very proud of, because of course he would be. That is something that is something pretty much unheard of. And he wanted me to be that same way as well. But I just didn't have that attitude for that, man. Didn't have the attitude to train every single train to try to break these perpetual nations that break us.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask, especially since it's such a hard thing, so rare. But
I do believe that he's the only one. And he wanted me for me to be the same way. He wanted me to be different from other Slackoffs, and well, he didn't exactly succeed. But I ended up gaining something else from all of that.
Yeah.
What you may call it is. Lapis is going to suddenly point towards. Hey, look over there.
Yeah. What?
Okay, and when you look back at Slab, suddenly he is all the way to the other side of the library.
Wait, ha! Whoa! That is fast. I've only seen Squirrel move that fast before. But that okay. How did you do that?
You can see Lab sit down for a moment and just give a heavy sigh as his truancy kicks in, and he doesn't move for a while until he stands back up, and then suddenly he's right in front of you again.
You are fast.
I am very
What?
fast. You can call me the fastest Lakoff.
I'm thinking of like the DBZ abridged, the fastest thing alive right now. The fastest. That's impressive. That's amazing right there.
Yep. I developed this because I wanted to get away from my old man.
Oh. Yeah. That I can definitely understand that. I didn't do that myself. I kind of learned other things and just kept being against what I was told to be when it came to, trying to be like my dad, or not like my dad in this case, I guess. It was more don't be like my dad, but in doing so, she was really hard on me. Or at least the parts I can remember. But for you, that's amazing. You really should be happy that you learn a skill like that.
Honestly, kind of frustrating that it was wrong from the frustration I had with him, but not going to lie, I do understand what he was trying to do for me. He just didn't do it the right way. It's not like I wouldn't have wanted to. It's not like I wouldn't have wanted to actually get rid of the truancy that plagues me, but the way he was going about it, I just couldn't take it.
Yeah, I can understand that. Chomper just nods and goes quiet and just listens.
Mm-hmm. So, because of those memories that you don't exactly have all of them of, you have a bit of problem, have a bit of a bit of an issue when it comes to evolving, right?
Yeah, it's
Well, maybe there's something that you could do about it. Although I'm not entirely sure if you could find find one of these anytime soon. Lap is gonna like um put his left arm forward to you, and you notice that he has something that looks like a watch, but it actually has a stone on it.
Huh. That's a nice piece of stone there you have.
Yeah. You know what this thing is called?
Shakes head.
It's an Everstone. As long as this thing is in contact with your body, you are unable to evolve.
Really?
Yeah. Although these things are very rare. The fact that I have one is a miracle in and of itself. But I just do not want to be a bigger of man. Not only do this lack of lime have a curse with the permanent truancy, but our second evolution also, it's like the complete opposite of us. And if I end up evolving into a bigger of, I will my personality will shift. And I don't want to do that, man.
I can understand that. Your
Mm-hmm.
personality would shift and everything, huh?
It's inevitable when you go from a lazy small boy to a big ape full of energy. That's basically what big Earth are. But I like myself the way I am right now. With even despite the truancy.
Hey, I like you the way you are too. I can understand that.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, while I can't exactly give you mine, perhaps if you're still finding or having trouble when it comes to not wanting to evolve, perhaps you can try and find one for yourself. At least it will stab it off until you decide that you're ready for it.
I'll look into that. Thank you. I don't know if I want to or not. I do want to get stronger, but I just don't know if that's what I really want or that's what I'm really worried about. Just the idea of evolving is just scary, and I'm just trying to figure it out too. But
I can understand. I can understand that. At the very least, I don't think you'll have a personality shift when it comes to evolving yourself.
I hope not. I just don't know. Just don't want. I'm just scared of people hating me or treating me different, or I don't know. I guess maybe that. Yeah. Either
Well,
way,
I can tell you this much: me and the rest of the Nobles are definitely not going to hate you. You're too adorable for that.
huh? I don't know if I've that. Chomper just has like a moment of just blinking and like kind of taking a moment to pause. Sorry, I just had a deja vu.
Lap is just giving you a cheeky smile.
Hey, if you want to use my headphones, by the way, feel free to. Just make sure to give them back, okay?
Are you sure? Are you not going to need them?
As long as I know I'll get them back, I think I'll be fine. Just take care of them if you use them, okay?
Okay, bet. I'll take you up on that offer later. Well, there was something that you needed to that you needed to go to, didn't you? Sorry that I interrupted you.
oh yeah, I was gonna do. Yeah, I had to go. Yeah, that's right. I should go do that.
Maybe I could take you there quickly if you'd like.
Oh yeah, that'd be yes. Thank you.
All right, yes. What is a roll for lifting somebody up?
Oh lord.
Probably still athletics.
Athletics?
Yeah. It is the strength roll after all.
Yep. Okay, that is good. Lap actually has very good athletics. Nice.
There are a couple tens in there.
Alrighty then. I see where all my rolls went.
Yes, he can do it.
For athletics.
Because there's one factor that's working in his favor.
Mm-hmm.
Chomper has not gone and explicitly chowed down.
I am light right now.
He has not doubled his body weight recently.
Okay, so Lap is going to pick you up and put you and basically lift you over his head. He's much stronger than his small brother appears to be. That his small body would let you to believe. Okay, alley up. Where are we heading?
Chomper directs back to the team. Was you back in the guild, right? Sorry if I'm flipping that up. Yeah. To the guild hall.
Yep. Lap is using string speed to take you directly there in the blink of an eye.
Just imagining in that blink of an eye, Chomper is busy, with the cartoon, airspeed thing.
Yes.
His eyes stay behind for 2 frames.
On aboard.
Okay, that is pretty fast. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Chomper hops off before Blap possibly, pauses for a bit.
Yeah, Lap. With the moment you guys are in front of the guild, Lap stops and he sits down, sighing. There you go.
Thank you, Lap. Remind me to make you some food. You should tell me your favorites so I can make you food later.
I like sweets.
Sweets. Alright. Okay. Chomper takes down a note like he's taking her order. Lap likes sweets. Okay. Alright, next time I'm cooking, I'm making you some sweets.
Lab just gives you a lazy thumbs up. And he just flops onto the ground for a moment.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry about me. This is natural. Just go.
Okay, Chomper just looks over at the floppy lap and looks left and look right, make sure nobody's gonna like run over him or something. I go, oh, okay, if you're sure. Good, nice meeting you again, Lap. And Chomper heads to the guild hall.
There we go.
Poof back. Nice. Alrighty. Chomper is going into the guild hall, and they're, when they have the chance, the first thing they're going to do is, honestly, head to the direction where Kaza's at.
Yep. I mean, I don't think Kaza would have left the room.
Yeah, we're probably in the room that Bane ended up renting for a moment. So Chomper
Well, he was just in the team's room, so it's the same room as the team was staying in.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Vane was gonna try at least one or two more things when talking with Kaza, because he's not good at this, but he does want to try.
It's a nice sentiment.
Yep. He does want to give it the old college try. So,
how are you doing, Kaza?
That is a tough question.
Wait, nuts.
Because I think I want to die? But, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Wade's eyes twitches for a moment. The moment Kaza says that, but they go back to normal when he realizes that that is a jest.
It's just that, well, jest and knowing that will help are two different things.
Wait, nuts.
Okay. Well, with that a little bit aside, because I don't want to just brush past that. I do feel at least fairly responsible for the current state that you're in, even if I'm really bad at this and I don't particularly know what I'm doing. At least in my world, usually you're the one to push me aside whenever something like this comes up and handle it. So I don't particularly know exactly what I'm doing, but obviously a good bit of the problem that you're having at this very moment is in relation to the fact that me and the version of me that you are very familiar with are wildly different. or at least different enough that you cannot seem to feel at least comfortable around me right now. So if it would help you, I do know what my old human name used to be, and I could just go by it for my duration here if it helps you achieve some level of mental separation. At the very least, I wanted to offer it.
Sure. Maybe it'll help.
All right, I
Might
guess
as well try something.
Well, in that case, for my duration here, just call me Samuel.
Okay.
Feels weird hearing it again, but, well, I went by it for at least most of my life.
Do you... Well, I guess you feel neutral towards it.
Honestly, I preferred the nickname that I got anyway, which was Vane. So that's probably why it came to mind first when showing up here.
Oh.
But again, this is more about the fact of giving you at least some level of mental separation, because I do not particularly want to make things worse. And I am, from everything that I have been told by just about every member of my team, bad at that.
How did you get the nickname Bane as a human?
It's a very long story and is at least 95% my old partner's fault.
Ah. Okay, you don't have to answer if you don't want to then. I was just curious, honestly.
Well, I'm bad at doing things right in relation to this, but I hope this does actually help you at least a little bit.
Probably.
Just to be clear, I'm not attempting to distance myself from you. I am just trying whatever I could think of to help.
Right, I understand.
Chomper's heading that way.
Interesting, I suppose.
How is it interesting?
Hearing about this other me that seems so sure of themselves, I suppose.
I would say more worried, and then actually, well, I don't know how to put it exactly, but at least mildly competitive with you.
Huh?
At one point, our Culty, kinda did something that, mentioned this version of you, and he's gonna point at the notebook, trying to help me with one of my memories, so my version of you also wanted to attempt to do the exact same thing.
Oh?
Yeah, you just suddenly, the moment you heard that another version of you was able to help with memories, immediately wanted to go and do the exact same thing. Granted, this was also after you had already gone through a fair amount of a recovery process and unlocked multiple more psychic abilities, so you were probably also at least a little bit more sure of yourself in my world at that point, considering it was not, in fact, on the third day before you had gone through any amount of additional rest and recovery.
Ah.
So, you could give it a try again if you like. I mean, when, Vane comes back. Feels weird referring to myself in third person, but I guess not referring to technically me, so. Either way, I do fully believe in your ability to do this. And I did before you even tried it, so in case you're just thinking it's any amount of confirmation bias. Honestly, most of the time, what I care about is just having people actually legitimately try rather than succeed, so.
Okay.
If I'm not, in fact, helping like I am attempting to do, just let me know, because I'm just trying, and I am bad at this.
I know. It's... I'm not sure what to say. There are ways you are similar, certainly.
Well, I hope I haven't deviated completely in 12 days somehow. I'm just... It's a little bit disconcerting getting dropped into another world where you are told yet again for the second time that you just have to fix things, and this time there's also people around that are the same as people you know, but also wildly different. Because apparently, again, I don't get along with Team Arleon here, which is very confusing to me. But this entire thing has just been confusing.
Timelines are confusing in general. I keep saying things. Lord Dialga's powers are just confusing as a whole.
Yes, so I am just trying whatever I can.
That's fair.
Welcome to temporal mechanics. Ugh.
Are you bursting those?
Nope.
Oh.
My worst subject.
Oh no.
The fact that the pro mechanics are a subject in your world is quite fascinating, though.
Yep.
That isn't something that is usually like an easily accessible line of learning, subject of learning.
Got an F in that.
Oh?
Well, that's unfortunate.
He has like the flat expression as he's saying this.
Either
much prefer space time.
What? That's just a thing you can learn?
Yep. Dimensional mechanics are way easier to understand than temporal.
Oh. Is it also hard?
Yeah, but it's a lot more grounded.
Naturally,
narrow his eyes
given
a little
that it's
as if
called...
wondering if that was a joke.
Okay, just... Something about your curriculum confuses me. How are you allowed into the space-time course if you fail the time course?
Because temporal mechanics are weird. Very weird.
This has not answered my question at all. Why did they let you into that course?
It was more of a... The three of us took it together to, I think, to understand the aspect about what we were doing, to try and compensate for something.
This.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but again, my question is, why did they let you into it if you failed a course that is half of the subject?
Maybe they're not as connected and it's just a dumb name?
In that case, why do they have the name? That is ridiculous.
He probably doesn't remember how it all went down.
Yeah, I don't remember my college years, really. I know, more of the beginning and more of the right before I got here.
By the way, Rex, I think you can show up whenever.
Yeah.
Actually,
You feel free to barge in.
Gotcha, one moment.
But yeah, space-time is more for, just like a universal scale, and dimensional mechanics is more, multiversal.
In which case, why is so much about this confuses me, but again, wouldn't one of them lead into the other?
And
This is-
you got at least a average grade. Yup.
so your other grades compensated for your failing the temporal mechanics class.
Vane has found an asinine thing to complain about, and it is Vane.
And then
Considering
Chomper
how
walks
much
in.
he has complained about the various naming schema of this world, you better believe that this is something he
Unacceptable.
legitimately cares about.
Also, Chomper barged.
Yep. Oh
Chomper
boy.
looks a little disheveled, but otherwise, yeah, they're coming in. They're looking around. Hey, everybody.
Chomper.
Sorry I took so long. I kind of ran into a new friend, Lap.
Okay,
And-
well, just real quick, in order to try and help Kaza have a mental delineation between me and the Vane that you know, for my stay here, I'm just gonna go by my human name, which is Samuel. So please refer to me as such.
On another note, we know his human name now. Wow.
Oh,
I mean, look, if you're gonna say it around me, I probably won't remember. It was a very common name.
Chomper cuts off like when you're talking and is already walking up to Kaza. And that whole like heart thing that was going on with them is like blaring right now when it comes to Kaza.
Yep.
They're giving Kaza just a immediate like heavy hug.
Oh.
No words at the moment. Maybe be surprising actually, but big hug.
Yeah, no, he's very surprised. Certainly.
Pulls back. Kaza, so that was you, huh? I'm sorry I didn't talk to you sooner. I was. You know how I am with Squirrel. I was trying my best to get them in a good spot and welcome them and heal a lot of wounds. But, yeah, that's gonna take longer than I hope. But right now, Kaza, I'm guessing you've already talked with everybody because I've been gone for so long. Please tell me you've told them how you're feeling.
He did. He has.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask you to do that again because I know that's heavy.
Admittedly, he does seem tense that, he knows. They all know now. Boy, I'm very bad at keeping secrets.
Kaza, do you remember when you talked to me at the treeway?
Yes.
Remember how I was holding things inside too?
It's different. Doesn't sound very convincing when I say that, does it?
How exactly is it different?
No. He's responsible for himself. Not everyone.
You're also responsible for yourself, Kaza. You know that.
I have ways of
And you're also
handling that.
part of this team too. You don't have to feel that bad alone. You don't have to hold it inside alone. Just because you're a leader doesn't mean you have to do all that yourself.
I will when everyone's better.
Kaza,
I don't think.
Kaza, you do understand that that's a backwards way to go about it, right?
When people
Why
can
would
take on more, then it's okay to ask.
The one big thing I learned from you is that if I'm feeling bad, I need to at least try to be honest. I can put a strong face on, and I just did that with Squirrel for a bit, but I'm feeling really bad. I'm scared. I don't want him to run away again. But it's different now. I'm being honest with myself. I know I'm scared. I know I need to do better and what I need to try to do. But you're it seems like you went back to did something I did back then and tried to just hide how I was feeling and push forward and just take it all myself and give everybody a bunch of presents and stuff and just pretend it's all good. But in your own way though, you have a lot on your mind, I can tell. But just I'm just glad we're back right now and just want you to know you're not by yourself and I want to listen and help and we're a team, so don't keep all that inside, okay? Please. It's not that easy me asking, but I just want you to know I'm here, at least.
Yeah. Okay. I'll.
Keeping things to themselves seems to be something that this group as a whole seems to be very good at, isn't it?
That depends on your definition.
like I did tell you earlier. Ignoring a problem and just pretending that it's not there. It doesn't make it go away. It just makes it easier to pretend that it's not there, but it's still there. It's something that that has to be dealt with sooner or later. And while I can understand wanting to just stab it off until things are fine, that is just a backwards way to do things when you're supposed to be a team, whether you're the leader or not.
I just want people to be concerned about one less person. Everyone's plates are so full.
Chomper nods. Well, you don't have to all just do it alone, right? Let me just say that to help you out, since you're leading, I think Squirrel's doing all right. They're just working in the blacksmith. They had a run-in with their parasite, and I did the best I can and got them out of it, but they still feel really bad. But I think they're working it out right now in the blacksmith. So, one thing that's went past that you did not have to do, at least. But it's still going to take us working together and trying to help each other to get out of what we're in right now, I think. I don't know how, but I think together we can do it.
Then
At least that's my hope.
Suppose I can leave Squirrel to you then?
Chomper does a swift nod. I'll keep trying to help him through this. He doesn't want to fight too much, even though I know he likes fighting, but he's just not feeling up to it right now. He has a lot on his mind from that day when he hurt you, and a lot of other things.
He's denying himself his own typing due to trauma, or at the very least, it seems that's what's happening. I mean, from what I've heard, he has just gone through a lot, and yet, even just ignoring the time is that we just went through, from the things that happened right before we just went. Yeah.
Chomper nods as well. Yeah. And you said your name was not Vane?
No, okay. My nickname in my old life was Vane. I preferred it, which is probably why I immediately think of it. It is my actual name at this point, but my old human name was Samuel, so I'm going by it to try and give Kaza any amount of mental separation and comfort, because I am very bad at this entire thing, and I don't actually know how to.
Oh, that's really nice of you to do that for Kaza. Well, could you do something for Squirrel too, if you don't mind?
What? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with him.
It's gonna be really hard because you very much look like Vane, and he still has a lot of stuff with Vane. Just try to understand that he really has a lot of hurt with being tied up, bound, and anything with that. It's really bad for him, and there's something in the past that happened that's still heavy on him. So it's just gonna be a hard time for you to talk with him like that, and I don't know if he needs an apology or he needs something to close the book on it. It's just that's gonna be something really hard for you to work with him.
Okay, first of all, what am I supposed to apologize for? And two, I don't need him to like me. I just want to help set things right in this world, so you guys stop affecting mine.
I know. Well, just like you're helping Kaza with his, so he feels better. I just want you to know maybe keeping that in mind might help.
I mean, to be fair, Chomper, this Bane isn't the Bane that ended up doing whatever happened to Squirrel, so he actually doesn't really have anything to apologize for.
I know. I'm not saying to apologize. I'm just letting him know that this is why Squirrels maybe will be, not easy to talk to. He's had a lot of hurt with that, and he's.
I don't particularly care about talking with him that much, because if he isn't even going to be joining the team that he has to join unless he wants to doom an entire timeline, I honestly, I don't really see a reason why I'd be talking to him, because he is... During the one conversation I actually had with him, I don't exactly think that there's much for me to talk about with him. Because he seemed very focused on the other version of me, rather
Chomper
than
takes a
anything
breath.
else.
He goes into Chomper explaining to Vane mode. Well, Vane, sir, to help you understand, you don't need to apologize to Squirrel, but in order for us to be able to work together, I just ask that you simply understand that he is going to be very compromised in his way. Compromised. Thank you. In his way of dealing with you due to past traumas with our vein. So that way you can talk with him and not make things worse due to things that wasn't your fault. Because we want to try to work together so we have a better chance of succeeding together as a team for everyone's sake. Does that make sense?
Vaguely, but also, one, I'm not on your team. I'm not. Two, I don't particularly care about being friends. So him getting along with me isn't exactly on my priority list. I just want to try and fix as many things as I can. And if I'm not back where I'm supposed to be in the next couple days, I'm going to ask Tree to try and take me home.
Samuel, just let me say this straight. What Chomper is trying to tell you is just be careful. Be careful if you end up interacting with Squirrel in any way, because with how precarious this situation is, it may just end up making things worse for us, and thus worse for your timeline.
Okay.
Chomper nods.
That I understand more, because he was making it sound like I was going to try and get along with and befriend Squirrel, which...
Oh, I'm bad about trying to make friends. Don't worry. That's just me talking weird. But thank you. See, that's what I mean. Teamwork. Yay, you helped me. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know I'm not going to be trying to befriend you.
Although that does make me sad, I understand. But yes, I just would really like us to understand each other better so we can, I don't know if you two can ever really that hurts. Be friends, but maybe we can at least understand we are not trying to hurt each other right now, and things in the past were bad things that happened that we weren't trying to really hurt each other. Possibly.
All right, so in an attempt to try and say something helpful, remember Timeline 0.
Remember what do you want us to remember? What do you want us to remember about Timeline 0?
Apparently, I got along with all of you, which means it is possible for me and Squirrel to get along.
That's a good thing.
But at least we know that is a possibility.
Yeah.
Still, though, it is something that we better not push at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, in either case, I'm going to try and get something set up for the whole team training thing. By the way, team training, reminder. Going to put you guys through your paces, make you work together, all of that.
I'm down for that. What about everybody else?
I'm for it.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I'm not sure how much Squirrel would do it, but maybe after a little bit.
Well, if he decides to join or not, that's on him, I guess.
We can't really force him, but it'd be foolish of us to just wait until he gets better. If we can't move that forward, at least we can work on improving ourselves.
All right, I have to ask, who is your guys's? If you don't have Team Arleon, who are your trainers?
We had what was it? What was his name again?
Atrano.
Atrano. We had Atrano, but he was he's not here right now. He's in another dimension.
Over here. Artanis. Artanis pokes into his room.
Yeah, Wade is going to point at him. He's shoving in the rift between worlds, and now I don't, and I have no idea where he went.
Yeah, I totally did that. Yeah.
Why did you do that again?
I had a feeling.
That is entirely unsubstantiated. What do you mean you had a feeling? There is no substance to that.
No, wait, let him cook. Not for real, what the heck? So what feeling and what was it based off of? Do you have heart sense too, or the thing that Pyroclast has? Like, is it something like that?
Nah, I just got really good insight sometimes. I got that luck.
I'm going to go on a limb and imagine that it had something to do with with the little stowaway that wasn't supposed to be with us. That was in his hair at that time. Am I on the ballpark there?
Maybe. They were really attached to one another, you know?
Aha. That makes sense. Still though, why did you have to shove him? Why couldn't you just do that to the that version of Culty?
Well, Atrono is more liable to persist through a timeline thing. That little guy, I don't know too much about him just being fine.
Alright, so the point is, you guys had, past tense, a trainer.
Yes.
In that case, I'm gonna go try and get Team Arleon involved in this again.
That's the one with the big fire dog, right?
Yeah, Farion.
Okay, who's the one that doesn't oh yeah, that's right. You. But not you. The other you. Okay. The only thing to note is I think we should make sure not to have Vane be around when they're here, at least. When he does come back.
Yes.
But I don't know how Squirrel feels about the fire dog.
If nothing else, Farion can apologize.
That would be nice. He never really got a chance to. We kind of, yeah. It was kind of scary with how Vane would say he would. Yeah, he doesn't like fire dogs, to say the least.
Yeah, but I was not awake when all that happened, so I only know of what happened from what you guys told me. And yeah, from the sense of it, yeah.
As concerning as that is, it does not actually relate to me, and so I'm going to go and talk with Arleon now.
Go ahead. In fact, what? How about I join you on I join you on that. I'm kind of curious to meet them to meet them myself. I don't believe I've seen them myself now that I think about it.
All right, well, in that case, they're likely still around here. From what I know about Team Arleon, they definitely haven't jumped ship, as it were. So, they're gonna be around somewhere. I'm just gonna go ask the front desk.
Kaza, do you want to go with, or would you want me to hang out, or?
Also,
Maybe
wait,
maybe Rallis
just
can have something to say for himself.
yeah. Also, just before anyone goes running off, none of you grabbed your badges back from me. I don't particularly care about keeping your badges on me, especially if I do end up getting pulled back to my timeline.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
don't.
okay.
Yeah, we don't want you just taking our badges by accident. So yeah.
Yeah, then you'd have to pay a fee in order to get new ones made.
Use that for food. Yeah, let's make sure to keep our badges. Thank you.
Yep. Wade is going to retrieve his badge.
Pyro is gonna retrieve his and Edge's badge.
Yep.
Kaza will take back his badge.
Scruff shall pluck his badge back with Shadow Claw.
Alright. And I guess now I have to get used to saying this. Samuel is going to go to the front desk. It feels weird even me saying it.
And whatchamacallit, Wade is following behind.
Pyro's gonna go look at the job board.
Well, there are missions to go in through the dungeon, and there are some patrol missions. And should you be proficient with flowers, missions as a tour guide for the flower fields.
Gotta start somewhere.
A knowledge of botany is a requisite for accepting the mission.
Which he does not have. He's just gonna take a simple patrol mission right now.
Fair enough.
Why is my badge blinking? Oh, we don't have the same badge. Never mind.
Ooh.
That would be nice if we get like a mission, all of our badges blink, so we know what's going on.
That would be cool.
Tragically, they do not function like that.
Dang. Need to file a report or paperwork on that. Request for blinking badges.
Are you going to submit a complaint form that your badges do not blink when one of you accepts a mission?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's anonymous. Carry on.
Right. Anonymous. Now put on your white mask.
So yeah, Pyroclast is gonna do that little patrol mission. Because he needs to walk around.
Fair enough. So, are you taking anyone else with you on your special patrol mission in the or in the most dangerous of flower fields?
Nah, he's He's also sort of using this as a chance to get used to this town, because he feels like he's gonna be staying here for at least a little bit.
Understandable. His feeling may not be unwarranted. But yes, the Lulite Flower Fields, a quaint little place, all things considered.
Yeah, I'll roll perception to see if Pyroclast sees anything. Let's see. Edge has 2 in perception, so 12. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Why, I suspect he might be aware.
Perhaps a little bit aware of some things and stuff.
Edge does become aware of a situation, as it seems that 2 children are talking with a combi.
Oh boy, only a good sign.
Oh, not again.
Isn't the last one we did too? We had a combi. I could remember this too. We took it from the board.
Did you tell Pyro about it?
Oh, proceed.
Smile.
Alex always told him not to jump into things, is the immediate thing that's coming into mind, so... First gonna try and listen to what they're saying before, jumping into it.
They seem to be trying to talk shop with this combi about maybe, diversifying? What? And, yeah, they should definitely stop selling honey to Lulite. Just for a little while, so that the demand for it will grow, and then they can sell it at a better price. And for this idea, could they have just a little bit now?
Edge, is that really what I think is going on?
Now, hold on. That might just be an evil ditto. Just posing as children.
I mean...
Or we're doomed because the children are embracing capitalism. So, you know, take your pick, really.
He's gonna try using that only one eye with the soul sight to try and not get attention.
No, it's kids, all right, but something's a little interesting here.
To the sting operation.
Should I roll the soul sight find out?
Yes.
Okay. This would be more I don't know if Edge could really assist with this one. Never mind.
A lot of, it's a lot.
1, 5.
What, like an 8?
6, 7. Yeah, 8.
Hey, they've got something weird. I think one of them has a paper.
The badge has like a radio function to the guild, right?
It does.
Can you use that to report the suspicious activity?
You can.
I like how you're asking that after Samuel made a specific point of letting you all know that your badges listen to you.
He had a little bit of an episode, like, during that, after that.
Okay, but that's still pretty funny, you gotta admit.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna try his best to continue on his way while seeing if there's anything else. He's also gonna report what he overheard.
Yeah, that's definitely problematic. Definitely something that the guild does not explicitly approve of. Because it's pretty suspicious for children to be saying things like that. Like, really, really suspicious.
Yeah. Plus, the amount of times Alex has told Pyro, back in his world, not to jump to conclusions all the time. Oh boy. So yeah, should I make another perception check, or is that the only thing of note that happens?
Give me one more.
I can have Edge's help this time because this isn't Soul Sight.
Yes.
Aww. 6. Not as good, but it's still 7.
So. Yes. It is otherwise peaceful, other than there is, at one point in the fields, there is a sunflora that seems to be trying very hard to just to pass itself off as one of the flowers. That's decidedly odd, right? Yeah, no, that's odd. Edge confirms. Yeah, that's weird. Like,
He's gonna go.
Does it want praise? Is that it? Is that what you want? We're not giving that to you. Be normal.
Edge, you know that's rude, and you're speaking out loud.
I mean what I said.
Yeah. Still. And Pyro's gonna walk over.
The sunflora is very sad, but they're determinedly holding their pose as if, nope, the normal flower here. They're bravely pretending that their feelings were not hurt at all.
So, what are you doing?
Silence. Well, if nothing else, they're committed to this bit.
Stare. Jeez, first I'm looking into a bush, and now I'm looking into a sunflower.
Perfectly normal sunflower.
He's gonna activate his soul sight both eyes this time in an attempt to intimidate it out of its
It flees. You don't even need to roll. Whatever it was trying to accomplish is not worth this. Ergo, fuck this, I'm out. Fuck.
That one, he's just gonna give a written report. He's not gonna bother radioing that one in. He'll just write it or tell the receptionist about it once he gets back. And he continues on. Till the route is completed.
Yep, that is everything.
So yeah, he'll then turn it in and then file a report on the Sunflora that was acting strange.
For your work, you will gain 170 Poke. And another successful local mission to, what was your team name?
Darklight.
Darklight. Team Darklight.
Then he's gonna head towards the library.
Alright. In that case, I guess it's time for Samuel to ask after Arleon.
Yep. One can only wonder what they've been getting up to.
Well, we're literally about to have the opportunity to ask.
Yeah. And also
Yep.
while Bane and Wade are waiting for that, Wade is actually going to be asking Samuel about so I know we're just waiting for Team Allen now, but I did wanted to come back to a topic we were talking about previously. That bit of the case that was brought up when we were just when I was reading through all of them Team Chaos's redacted stuff. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yes, I do know the one you're talking about. The one where the very sparse details I got made almost no sense.
Sadly. I would like to be able to get more insight on that. Do you think you'd be able to help me in that regard?
I used to be a criminal investigator. I'd be rather poor at it if I couldn't, look at details and figure out things.
Fantastic then.
Although, I don't particularly have them, so I guess I'm just going to have to ask.
Wait, nuts. You
For the
quick note.
guild.
Well, we are the guild. We're probably waiting for the receptionist.
Yep. Can I help you?
Yes. There are two things that I am going to be inquiring about. First of all, first order is going to be, is Team Arleon currently staying at this branch And if so, are they currently available in their room?
Yes.
All right, and what room would that be?
She will give him the room number.
All right, and second of all, and he's going to take out a piece of paper and quickly write on it, asking for, basically just pointing out that he used to be a criminal investigator, and so if at all possible, he would like to see details about the case revolving around team, whatever their name was.
Ah. Of course. As she will give him the sparse amount of information that they do have. And
All right.
certainly sparse is the word for it.
I'm assuming Samuel is being handed an, by his opinion, egregiously thin case file.
Yes.
He's not gonna flip through it right now, but he will go, all right, I will let you know if I come across any pertinent details when looking this over.
Certainly.
If, certain things should resolve themselves before I have time to, I will have to make do with a written one instead of a verbal in-person one.
Okay.
I am just letting you know that I may not be available to give a written statement.
Ah, I see.
Or a verbal statement as opposed to a written one.
So that was your meeting. I understand.
Either way, thank you for your cooperation.
Of course. It'd be a bit odd if I wasn't cooperative.
While that would be true, I have found in the past that there are people that are in positions that they ought not to be.
Oh. How gravely unfortunate.
Yes. Anyway, I will be off now. Again, thank you for your help.
Not a problem at all.
And he will start heading towards the room number he was given. And along the way, he will at least comment to Wade, going, "I do not particularly like how thin that file is."
Wade shakes his Wade nods and says, "Indeed, it means either they have not been able to investigate it properly, or there's just not really anything to go by, which is concerning to say the least."
Yeah. Well, either way, even with this much, I should be able to put something together. Not enough to, like, prove anything. Honestly, I with a file this thin, I doubt that I could prove even the most obvious of crime unless it involved a picture of them doing it and a written, confession saying that they did in fact do it.
That is fair enough, but well, anything that being the case, and at the moment, anything would help.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Arleon could help with this as well.
Perhaps. I am quite curious to see how this team Alien is. I don't believe I saw them that much.
Well, you're about to get an opportunity. And I assume they're probably going to make it to the door pretty quickly.
Yep. They're
Uh,
not terribly far in.
in that case, he would knock at the door.
The door does open. Zarok answers, and he's decidedly just staring at him, as if not quite sure what to make of what he is seeing.
Before I start explaining things, is the rest of your team in?
Yes, we are.
In that case, do you mind if we come in?
He'll stand aside.
Zarok just stunned.
Confused.
To be fair, compare this version of Vane to the one that he last saw.
Effectively
Yeah.
and kindly, fuck off forever.
Gotta go back and rewatch that.
Is Furry on there?
He is not.
Ah.
At which case, Samuel's immediately going to look over at Zarok and go, Farion is big and can't hide. You said the rest of your team was in.
With the exception of Farion.
Where's Farion?
Golly can.
Golly, who can what?
It's a port town near here, no dungeon.
Oh, it's a place.
I didn't realize Chomper followed us.
I think he was just interested in seeing Hardly-On again.
Fair. I mean, I don't mind. I just thought it was just me and Samuel. But if Chomper was to be there, then I'm for that.
He is effectively in a form of exile.
Ah.
Oh.
Alright, first of all, in order just to establish something, what's my disaster rating?
2. Somehow.
2. Oh, that's a lot better than it used to be. Alright, I am not the Vane that you know. I'm from an alternate timeline. In order to minimize confusion and give Kaza at least some amount of comfort, I'm going by my human name because I actually have a fair amount of memories, unlike the version of me you are familiar with. Therefore, during my stay here, please call me Samuel.
Okay.
The reason I'm
Samuel,
here is because in my timeline, you are our team's trainers and have remained as such. This timeline may be a mess, but also, they currently have no trainers or anything.
So they don't.
In which case, I'm going to ask, would you like to try again?
Yes.
Alright. In that case, I am setting up a whole team training thing if you want to either observe or assist in some way. It will be happening later today at the library. I've already obtained Samantha's permission for this.
Alrighty then. We'll be there.
Alright, well, out of curiosity, what's this timeline's version of Meat's disaster rating?
5.
Not a range, just 5?
Correct.
That's not good.
No. No, it is decidedly not.
Samuel's gonna look over at like the teammates that followed and go, just for explanation, Zarok's disaster sense gives people a rating between 1 and 5, depending on the amount of or scale of negative effects that you are likely to have in general.
I was hoping the maximum wasn't 5.
Yeah, I was
is.
hoping it was 10 or maybe 20.
No, it's 5. And 5 is not good at all. 5 is the rating of unceasing calamity.
Okay, I just want to say that's no good.
Yeah.
4 is already
No
continent
shit,
level.
Sherlock.
Yeah. This is Vane we're talking about, or did I miss something here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is your version of Vane is a 5.
Chomper is going to just still look concerned, but also that I did wish to understand him for a reason. I didn't think it would be that bad, though.
The highest rating I ever got was a 4, and that's already continent level. Luckily, I've dropped down to a 2 since then, so there is that.
Good. But it's good to know that it can be dropped down.
It depends about the current trajectory you're on. Although, I guess technically speaking, I used to be a range of between 1 and 4 and was constantly shifting. Now currently I'm a solid 2, so not as good as it could be, but definitely not as bad.
I have a question. What is this thing that got tested right now, or was it from before we left? How does this test work? Is it always happening? Did you just do it like later on?
It was my last reading on him, and I have been checking in now and then.
Absols have the natural ability to basically sense impending calamity. And I suppose that this rating is how Sarok himself measures it.
So it is.
I like to think he's been getting better. Maybe it's different now? Well, I'll
see him
still...
again.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm still worrying very much about this. I just, I just hope he's doing better now.
Okay, well, on other things, Samuel is just gonna look at Rallis.
What?
You have yet to say anything.
I don't know what I have to say to you.
Okay, we don't get along here too. At least that's consistent. Anyways, I wasn't talking about me. Samuel is at least slightly relieved that this isn't some extra bizarro world where apparently he gets along with Rallis. Because at this point...
Everything's up in the air. Nothing is certain.
Nothing
up
is
and down.
So he is legitimately saying, good, at least we don't get along here.
He can find solace in that.
Yeah. But yeah, he's not gonna outright point, but he's gonna make a little motion towards Kaza.
What?
Well, no, he's like, after saying what he did to Rallis.
Oh.
He's making a little motion towards Kaza.
So, how have you been? I got the thing you sent. He's going to front a little, but then nod, like, I thought you would like that. You're not wrong. I do approve. Right. So, I see that things are, interesting. That's a word for it. Certainly.
Interesting is definitely one way to put it.
I need to check something. You guys have resolved Rallis's compulsion, right?
They're going to exchange. Look, what? What?
Wade
You-
just steals his head.
Oh, great. Okay. Rallis, I'm just gonna say this. You're an idiot and you accidentally put a compulsion on yourself to believe that everything was fine with Kaza. And so whenever you saw things that didn't quite align, the compulsion activated and everything was fine again. Go
Oh,
get checked out.
so this runs in the family. I see.
Yes, it seems to be a family habit. Anyways, Rallis, compulsion. Go get it checked out.
Fine. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go check with the guild.
Go talk to your mother. What are you doing?
I'd rather she didn't know.
Oh, so you'd rather just her think that you were intentionally fucking up with Kaza.
He's gonna glare. You always have something to say, don't you?
As
That-
much as it might surprise you, I've stopped making these sort of comments to my version of you, because you've actually shaped up a bit.
I don't believe you.
You know that you do realize that he's actually trying to be nice to you right now, don't you?
In his way, yes.
Sounds like the same bird to me.
Okay, well, you have fun with whatever feud you have going on with me. Your version of me still doesn't like me. Or my version of you doesn't like me either, so I don't know, just get things figured out. Actually talk with your family. Get the compulsion checked out.
All right. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Does he leave like immediately, or is he still just hanging around?
No, he's leaving.
All right, good. All right, well, okay, apparently that didn't get caught. Well, I guess at least that's one bit of comforting news. Rallis wasn't just being a fuck up, he just put a compulsion on himself.
I was going to consider this and then like look over to where Rallis was and says, dumbass.
Yeah.
Wade is just going to shrug. I mean,
You know it's okay.
I was just going to say, well, like I said, it runs in the family. He may have been doing it for a different reason, but you did something similar to yourself, Kaza.
Honestly, he got off easier in this world than he did in mine.
This guy's getting up instead of, covering it up with something magic stuff.
Oh, I was just more referencing. Obviously, you guys wouldn't know this, but in my world, one of my teammates threw a sword at him over it.
Oh.
Ah.
To be fair, everyone thought he was being a dumbass to the point where Sigmund didn't even complain about a sword being put through his wall.
Huh. And he complained about me blowing up his bathroom with fire. So that's a big deal.
who wouldn't complain about that?
Fair. But still. Yeah, sword.
Well, let's just hope that he actually gets the courage to actually get this checked out, because we don't know if he's actually going to do it.
Yep.
Fingers crossed, I suppose. Okay, so is the rest of you of the team going to be joining us for this training session?
Yes. Yes, we will. And I should probably, I suppose, send word to Farion.
Very likely, yes.
I mean, is he even going to be able to be here by that time? How away is the town where he's situated?
Oh, he can marathon run.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He's basically Tauros. He's
So when you say exiled, you just basically just kicked him off your team?
no, he's just to stay a full town's distance from your team at all times.
Oh. Who said that needed to be a thing? Was that judged by the guild, or?
No, that was us.
Oh.
After all, you were aware of how poorly he conducted himself.
Chomper nods. Yeah, he went really far. I don't want to see him completely exiled. Kind of rubs me the wrong way if somebody gets completely kicked out of something like that. But I do.
He's not off the team, but until he can think of some way to make amends.
Has he tried saying sorry?
He's not stopped. But he can't say it to you, or else. Well, Vane certainly was colorful with his promises.
Oh. So Vane threatened him directly, like to you.
Weren't you present? Where he said that no matter what he must do, he would find some way to surely make him pay.
I've been
At the
trying
cost,
to figure out how
even
to.
at the cost of himself.
Vane has said that he would kill people, a lot of things, and I've been trying to get to a point where we can have that all be calm, and well, we're kind of getting there.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a good step. So, yeah, let's go get him. Man, I don't know how Squirrel feels about him, but I mean, at least if he says sorry, maybe that'll be a start.
Wasn't Fire the one that ended up setting Squirrel on fire?
No, he bit him really hard, really, really hard.
With
I
fire.
was gonna be flicking through the journal,
With fire.
And then just go, yeah, and then kicked him into a wall. Apparently, also, I guess I was rather colorful with this version of me. Promising to make someone's life a living hell is definitely a thing. Then again, I guess this version of me is wrathful enough that I still don't understand how you can be so angry that a demon starts to, form in your shadow.
I don't know. I do not know either. But the fact that he needed to shut his dark spiral into his shadow to begin with is concerning.
Oh, in case you guys didn't know, he's looking at Team Arleon. Your version of me is currently having a demon start to form in his shadow. So Faria might want to hurry up with that apology.
I'm not sure what to say about that.
If it helps, it's a wrath demon.
So yeah, you really hurt my friend, and he made one of my other friends really, really mad to the point he might attack you with a demon. So I think, yeah, I agree. You probably should do that. That'd probably be best.
Right. What form of apology would be sufficient, though?
Formal. Informal would probably be not that, a natural apology. Yeah. I'd say sorry, but here.
He's gonna flip through another couple pages, and then go. I did apparently tell you to, what was it? Let him know when you finally decided to get out of that pit of complacency you dug.
Huh?
There's a transcript of it's very long actually, but there is a transcript of me yelling at everyone basically. I'm just flipping through it.
I don't think I need paper for that one. I remember that one. But yes.
This is at least 6 times longer than the one that I gave.
We should probably perhaps we should move on to another. We should move on to another subject.
Oh, just real quick because of what they said. Don't worry about this being on any sort of official file. This is in what's apparently a semi-magically updating book.
Ah, of course. How silly of me to not recognize that.
Well, I mean... Oh, wait, your version of me probably doesn't use magic all that often. Okay, makes sense.
What?
Yeah,
yep. Magic exists. I use it.
I think you're just confusing him more and more.
You know what? Here, slight basics. Magic exists. It's real. You can. Not everyone can use it, but every single chosen can. I'm capable of doing magic.
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear how you feel through my headphones, pretty much. Like your emotions. It's kind of neat. I kind of feel like I actually start learning about the person, kind of taking a little bit of their emotions and how they, act a little bit. It's kind of weird.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna make this really easy on you. Bian knows the theory. Go talk to Bian about it.
Okay.
You feel really confused right now. Also, you might be hungry. Do you need me to cook anything?
That you might be confusing me with you, Chomper.
Oh yeah, sorry, I hadn't even started yet.
Should we perhaps stop overloading them with information?
Honestly, I have not even begun to dig into all of the information.
I understand that, but not everybody has the capacity to sift through that information quickly, Samuel.
Fine, I'll write a dossier for them before I leave.
Chomper nods. Yeah, we should probably get going then.
Anyways, training library.
Right, let's go then. Hold on. I'm going to send a message back with the receptionist to inform Varion that we would like to see him again.
We are at our normal stop time, though we did start late, so... but I know people have schedules and such, so... Are we going to continue or end?
I mean,
I'm good. I'm going to continue.
Good to
Personally.
continue.
What about you, Gimund?
I can go 1 more hour, or at least 50 more minutes.
All right.
That's about an hour.
Also, I just feel like the moment we step through the door, Sarok is just going to grab the nearest bottle of booze and just chuck it. After all that,
There's a non-0% chance.
But Samuel didn't even start talking about the gods yet.
I'm with the group on this one. I am pushing forward to get to some training, combat, dungeon thing. Dang it. So,
all right. Everyone goes to the library.
oh snap!
Yeah.
hooray!
Hooray! We're here.
To which, as like, you know, I'm just imagining that Samantha probably got the library training room ready for, you know.
He was given
training.
advance notice.
Yeah. Advance notice is always a good thing for things like this for that reason. Who'd have thought?
Indeed.
So, yeah, all the dummies have been cleared out. And it's a huge open space.
All right. So, I do have a couple of different options for how to start this off, because I am not exactly familiar with what you all do to train. Normally with my team, it is a mix of individual training followed by just people trying various things together and talking with the rest of them about, you know, the abilities that they've learned and how to use them together and things of that nature. I have the distinct feeling that you do not do this.
I think last time we were just trying. Well, we had a really intense one last time with when Vane was here and Samantha was here. Were we trying not to get struck by lightning or something? Yeah, we're trying to get struck by lightning. I think that was the last one.
I have a feeling that Vane will disapprove.
Yeah.
Upon learning that their training is don't get hit by lightning. Excuse me.
All right. In that case, how often do you do things like spar?
Well, you just go ahead.
I was gonna say, funnily enough, I do believe that we did ended up sparring after that whole dodging lightning session, but we did it off screen.
Hey, they were fouls a little bit.
He didn't ask how often.
Yeah.
Scruff doesn't even call it sparring. He just says, "Hey, they were fouls a little bit."
I couldn't really say.
Chomper shakes his head.
Not terribly often. Kaza will offer.
Okay. Well, it's not exactly a bad thing by itself, but that is one of the best ways to actually, you know, figure out what you and your team can do and help each other grow as a more communal effort. It also tends to result in you realizing what your teammates can do and help you be ready to work with any given one of your teammates at any point. So, for that reasoning, I'm going to be doing my best to make sure that this training emphasizes teamwork and is very difficult if you're not going to use it.
Oh.
That makes sense.
So, in lieu of that, there are multiple options that we could pursue to begin with. I could make it so that way you guys have to get through an active obstacle course. I could attempt sparring with you, or multiple of you attempt to... It's not going to be exactly the most conducive if it's a full-on fight, but let's say tag me a certain amount of times or with enough force for it to be labeled a clean hit.
Are you sure?
Why would I be unsure of this?
I suppose it's just I'm not sure how to react to us apparently making teams to attack you. Are you very proficient with combat?
Well, I won't say I'm the most combat proficient of my team, but it is notably the hardest to land a clean hit on me.
Oh.
So, I'm deliberately phrasing this in a way that plays to my strengths.
Oh.
Because otherwise, I'm good, but I'm not going to be at all remotely capable of fighting off multiple of you at the same time. In all likelihood, should you actually work together. If you guys are by yourselves, I'm fairly certain I could, not you, Kaza. I still firmly think that both versions of you are stronger than anyone else on any of the teams.
We're not really all together. Do everybody think I should get Squirrel real quick, or should we let him rest a bit or work on his blacksmith alone for a bit? What do you think?
If he wants to join the training, then he's welcome to. But
just asking him is not a bad idea. But if he doesn't want to join, then I guess don't push it. Actually,
yeah.
Okay. Chomper nods. I'll go see if he wants to join us. We're in the library, so Chomper just kind of scripts off for like a second. I guess so. I don't know how nearby the blacksmith is.
Mm-hmm.
The forging room is in the library.
Yeah,
okay,
he's been using the forge inside the library that BN uses. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's where we're at, right? Library. So
yeah. So he's just in the library, just in a different room.
Okay. Well, Chomper peeks into the blacksmithing, see what's Squirrel's working on, what they're up to. Squirrel, are you in here?
Yeah, Squirrel is there. I have no idea where he's at with anything, if he's made any progress or anything, but he's there.
Nope, Chomper's simply poking in after like all that period of time he's been gone from the since he left, talked to everybody, went to check on everybody. He goes in and basically goes, "Hey, everybody's gotten together in the library now. Not a lot's happened since I've been gone. Besides, met a new friend named Lap. And we might meet that one team that we fought one time. That was that big fire dog. Remember him? He might come back and say sorry later, possibly. But right now we're about to train in the library. If you want to join us."
Squirrel will sigh a bit and put down his tools. Or Bean's tools, I suppose. And follow Chomper.
Okay. I hope this helps. Again, though, if you rather work on your stuff, I understand. But yeah, we're trying to do something besides worry about everything. Get stronger, work as a team. And Jumper's just walking and talking, just honestly just happy that he's just following along and going through the training right now.
The boy is vibing. And that's just fine.
Hey, I guess Chomper's taking Squirrel over there, unless there's anything else. Probably Chomper's gonna ask one time, like, are you feeling any better since working on your stuff?
He will shrug. I don't know how much time's passed, and like I said, I don't know.
2 hours, I'll say.
I don't know anything about any of the stuff going on with him, because it's all been over on you guys. So
Fair enough.
Okay.
Make me 3 crafting checks.
all right. So I'm sure the blacksmith craft specialty would apply with the blueprint one.
Of course. Blueprint, no, you're not really following a plan. You're just making. Unless you were.
I mean, he was kind of looking at the tools that Bean has and making his own versions of those, basically.
Then.
But he didn't make a blueprint or anything. What was that?
Yeah, probably not exactly a blueprint, but you are following something along, so that will make an alteration.
Out of character. I am so glad I poked about Squirrel. I was wanting to kind of like give some kind of nod towards, okay, Squirrel time for something, anything. And give him a chance to join in on this or something.
Yeah.
Actually curious what if Squirrel's built anything since then. I do have to be enough time to build something, right?
It is.
Oh, I have a knock. Be right back.
There's the rolls.
So. You have made. Since I imagined that you're not particularly want to settle, you have made a set of tools. Or at least most of them. They feel good in your hands. It's a hammer sized for you.
Cool.
It's your hammer.
He is happy about that, at least.
Nice.
Chomper notices something jingling or in your hand, or did you take it with you? Or did you leave it in the blacksmith area?
He probably would have put it away in his cape when Chomper came in.
Oh. Well,
Gonna be
while
honest,
walking. Oh, go ahead.
So just out of character, gonna be honest, a hammer jingling is a really bad sign because that means the handle and the head is loose.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like one swing, that thing's taking out anything behind you or directly in front of you. Like it's fucking gone.
I was thinking it was like
Thanks for that
bumping
big
against
lump of
something
metal.
something
But what
metal.
if-
Like
And consider assassin hammer.
Assassin hammer.
Assassinated.
projectile hammer.
No,
Oh, it's like those-
the assassination stuff is left to Rex.
Okay.
Can we stay in the game? Anyway,
Oh.
Ah. Squirrel,
Chomper's gonna poke in game. Hey, did you make anything in there while I was gone?
Squirrel, are you done with whatever you were crafting in there?
He gives a nod to Chomper, but shakes his head to Paz.
It's Elba, I think.
That was in the past, that's Elba.
Oh,
Yes.
Because Elba was waiting with, like, just outside of Squirrel's thing.
Mhm.
right. Well, he gives a shake of his head to Elva.
Still needs more time? Fair enough.
I at least have one tool done. Need to finish the rest.
Wow, good job. I don't know if it was the one that I was helping you work on, but hey, when we get more time, I'll help you. I'll try to help you speed up another one. That's cool. You should show me some later.
You know, I didn't want to bring it up earlier because you were kind of in the zone. But perhaps I could help you the next time. I mean, I can't help with this meeting itself, but I could help you when it comes to making a blueprint for it. That could help you out when it comes to making them.
Squirrel will nod.
I forgot. Blueprints, is that just like, I thought the weapon was like more like, steel looking, but it wasn't blue when he got made. What's a blueprint again?
A blueprint is basically a chart on how to build something. It can be
Oh,
it can be anything in that regard. It's just how to go about it, or at least
Like
the schematics of it.
like an instruction guide. Who did that? Okay.
Almost like an instruction manual that should really be read.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they should be red prints.
Like, yeah, there should be red prints instead of blueprints, since there should be red in order to do something. That is such a good.
Yes, teach the blueprints whose blood to never spill.
Are you gonna paper cut yourself in the most horrific way we have yet to see?
5,000 paper cuts.
Oh, don't do that.
It'd be rather impressive if he
picks up. Just Duel of the Fates starts playing as he picks up a blueprint as he's about to get the bloodiest battle of his life.
Jeez.
I mean, you say that. Wouldn't surprise me, I'm sorry.
And the thing is that paper cuts are some of the most fucking painful things there are.
Please, let's stop talking about it. That'd be worse than the thing you did with your weapon ritual. Just give paper cuts instead.
I'm sorry,
This will
you've got
finalize
it
the
in my
weapon.
head now.
No!
No, that one time out in the scouts where we got little printouts of like health and safety stuff to do, I got a paper cut from it.
This one time when I had a vanilla folder. This is Halloween after all. This one time when I had a vanilla. No, I'm kidding. Let's just keep going,
Manila?
please. No, vanilla. It had
Vanilla.
on
Vanilla.
it. Vanilla.
Oh, I had vanilla on what? What?
Exactly. The true horror is I can't tell the story. Can we continue now? We only have an hour.
Yes, yeah, let's move along. I can help. Yeah, I can help with the schematics the next time you go blacksmithing. But now, what are you guys going to do?
Well,
Fight, it seems.
It
Huh?
seems Chomper wants to do some training.
Oh. Oh, that's
yeah.
that sounds interesting.
I thought you could want to come if you want, and maybe you can use that new thing you made.
Squirrel shakes his head.
Well, if you say so. You know, if you just use it
It's
just on a
not a
training
weapon.
dummy. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Well, you can practice fighting without weapons.
I'll come. I'll come along if you don't mind. I'd pretty much like to observe, and I think Bex would like to as well.
Sure, come on. More the merrier.
Yeah. Also, Chomper, you can see Lab like lying down on top of Elva.
Oh. Hey, Lab. Are you awake?
He's sleeping.
That's the friend I told you about. He borrowed quotation marks my headphones when I left. So yeah.
Oh, did he end up nabbing them from you? I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. We talked it out, and yeah, he's pretty cool. I think we have a lot in common. But he can use my headphones. He has to give them back. Just make sure you watch them too, because they're really important to me. I don't want to lose them.
Okay, noted. I'm sure he'll keep that in mind, but I'll still have to reprimand him.
Yeah. Oh, Squirrel, if you ever want to use my headphones, you know you can if it helps you work better or anything. I just want to use your fidget toys if you don't mind. That one, what's the dragon? Was it Verd? I'm really bad with names.
Oh, you're talking about Burden.
Yeah, Verdant. He was cool. He gave me this neat little toy thing that it kind of worked like my headphones a little bit. I kind of chewed on it and it stopped spinning though, so I might need to get another one. Sorry.
Well, Chomper, lead the way.
Oh, here we go. And Chomper is going to proceed to lead. Chomper's also going to try to fill in Squirrel about what happened with, I guess if you already did, but like pretty much what happened to Kaza and the stuff with the Team Arleon coming back. I can recap if needed, but yeah, basically he's trying to just fill in the character on what happened.
Bit of a recap would be appreciated.
That's fair.
I will be honest, I might have dozed off during that. I wasn't involved in the scene, and it turned out that, man, the zoo took it out of me tonight.
We did walk a lot today.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Well, I'll try to do it in Chomper, but feel free to redo it again. But yeah, basically, looks like Kaza's having a really bad time. I kind of felt that something was going on really bad with my heart sense, and yeah, I think Kaza was feeling really, really overwhelmed with being a leader, and from the sound of it, he told everybody about it already. But we talked to him, and he's going to be more open about it, hopefully, in the future. But I think we still need to be there for him if we can. And yeah, I kind of told him about what we've been doing with training and how you got a bit attacked by that parasite, and that you were in the here. And yeah, also Vane is now named Samuel. That's it. Sorry, Samuel, because that's his actual name, I think. So yeah, so we're gonna call him Samuel now. I would just kind of be patient with him. He's still very much vain when it comes to how he acts. So I'm just gonna try to understand him, talk with him. But he's trying to work with us to train, and he actually is getting that team that we had lost together. The one, you remember that one big fire dog squirrel? The big fire dog that bit you?
He nods.
Yeah, that was a really good fight, by the way. Yeah, that team. Well, we're trying to get them to go and train with us, as well as hopefully he'll come back and say sorry. He's been kind of exiled because of what he did, and Vane kind of maybe said very mean things to their team, to the point where, yeah, they thought it was better for just to exile, and I don't like that myself. So yeah, we're actually trying to get them back.
What would he apologize for?
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I feel like it was an accident, or he did really bite you very, very hard, Squirrel, without giving a warning, or he was supposed to just kind of go easy on us for a little bit, or at least it wasn't full contact like that, right? It was a practice match. He put you in the hospital for like a day, didn't he?
Professional negligence. That's awful.
That
Squirrel
word
just shrugs.
Well, either way, he was not supposed to hurt you that bad, and while it was a really good fight, and I thought it was awesome, that did scare me when you got hurt, and I could see how he got in trouble for it. But, yeah, I guess, well, if it's alright with you, so far I think when it comes to Vane, it really, really started making him really start getting that spiral stuff, because, well, he had hurt you, and you're part of the team. I know it doesn't feel like it, but I think it'd be better just if we can get him back. Say sorry, and we can work together again. And maybe the Hamlet won't fall, and we'll be a team again. Hey, Salt. Welcome in.
Hey, Salt. Good to have you here. Hope you had a good stream. I saw you were doing some Subnautica VR. We were thinking of having Rex do some Subnautica after session.
Oh man, I'm so tired after that zoo. I don't know. I might need to take a nap, Ooh. Welcome in, Salt.
It's too late. It's Subnautica time. It's too
It's Morbin time. But yeah, Chomper does his best to just basically recount. Am I missing anything,
Rex,
anybody?
I got a nice plush for you to hug while you do it.
This lovely dude here has gotten a big old shark plush from the zoo for some reason. Put on the top of his desk.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
We're gonna need pictures. Okay, you can't mention a big plushie and not share.
Oh, also I have a new Puro plush from Raijin, which I love, and I have an albino plush from last time we went of an albino gator. It's really cool.
Not albino.
Cool. Oh yeah, it was with a T, right?
Lisser something.
Yeah, because they have like blue eyes. It wasn't like full on white. It's like a different shade. It's really cool though. It's really cool.
Luristic, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too.
Anyways. Sounds like a very complicated situation.
Yeah, it always is. Well, basically, we're just all trying to train so we can get back to moving forward and maybe, getting stronger, being a team, and hopefully working things out slowly. But yeah, if you want anything else, I can tell you. It's basically trying to team back up with the big team that was going to train us that ended up kind of, going a little bit too hard and leaving.
I sent a picture of the plush in the media sharing channel.
Salmon vein form.
It's so fluffy. It's so fluffy.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's so
it's
cute.
fluffy. Had to be a shark.
Fluffy plush.
Honestly, though, it does sound like a lovely idea. The training, the training that is.
Yeah. That's only if you want to, Squirrel. I know that he wasn't really feeling like sparring, but maybe this would be something to take our mind off things for a little bit. Or you can practice something you want to practice while we're training.
I don't want to hurt people.
Chomper nods. Yeah, that's why it's called training. Fairy wasn't supposed to hurt you during the bout. This is kind of like we're supposed to train and not hurt each other at all. Get stronger without hurting.
Elba's going to put a flipper on Chomper's head. You don't need to keep trying explaining it away, Chomper. Let's just go.
You're right. Chomper puts on his headphones and turns on a little bit. All right, Squirrel. Let's just let's go. Don't worry, you won't hurt anybody. And Chomper's gonna keep leading and breathing and staying focused and trying to be composed.
Elba is following behind him with the rest of his team in tow.
Well, I'm pretty sure we arrive at the training room.
Yeah.
I guess eventually.
We're all gathered.
We are
Eventually.
now there, and I think tragically that we are pretty much out of time.
Yeah.
But we just got to the training room.
Don't worry, we can have a whole session dedicated to it, and everyone can be prepared.
Everyone's there. We don't have anybody split up. We're all done with the talkie. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're right. Next episode is going to be so much training and combat and all sorts. Yeah, let's do this.
Yes. PvP, but everyone's cool with it because we agreed to it beforehand.
Well, before we wrap up, we do have another piece of fan art.
Oh.
Another fan art already? Okay, well.
From Ido.
Oh, snap. Ido, what did you do? Yo, he got his hash browns. Let's go.
Aww.
Oh, I just wish you should tacos, dude.
It's adorable.
He finally got them. I can't believe it.
Wait, that's a blue hand. Who's giving them the hash browns? Is that Elva?
What can I answer for you?
We've had some donos today, so let's see. Oh, I got a question. Okay, what can I do to get the team back together?
Moving on.
Fair enough. Have a nice day. Look at those hash
browns.
Hash browns.
When I saw the blue hand, I did thought it was Elva for a moment there.
That is a lot. I wonder what kind of hash browns are those? From where?
McDonald's.
Hash browns.
Heck yeah.
They're hash browns.
It looks like
hash browns.
McDonald's hash browns.
Oh, that is the loophole. That is true.
Yes, also feed the whiskers.
Hash browns are hash browns. Obviously.
Feed Pyroclast and feed Whiskers.
Do it.
Alright. Well, thank you everybody so much for joining us today for Lost in Chaos Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, picking up packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or you can also help by subscribing to us on Stream Loots or on YouTube. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Later, everyone.
See you in the next one, dudes.